So please feel free to invite any family members, friends, colleagues, workmates that you have so you can hear this exciting news from EduNation. So again, I am Lila along with my co-host Vasa. So we will be sharing you the great details about becoming an educator in Finland with our study program starting this 2026.
Yeah, thanks so much, Leila. Should we introduce ourselves first, what we do in education? So,
Yes, go
because
ahead.
I know we both have roles that could be useful for students. So, hey everyone again. So, I'm Vasa. I'm living in Finland for 6 years, but I'm not a Finnish person. I came to study just like possibly you. So, I help students with the practicalities, and I also help some of you to select the program. Um, So I'm really happy to see you here. I want to help you make this journey come true. So I'll be taking over the second half of the webinar, telling you about all the necessary information in terms of residence permit, come with your family. Yeah. So what about you, Leila? I know you'll be in touch with some of the students here many times.
Yes, thank you so much, Vasa. So I am Vila. So I am one of the admissions team and one of the student support here. So we will be assisting you in your transition in studying in Finland. So we assure you that we will guide you to every step in the way. So yes, as Vasa mentioned earlier, she also was an international student in Finland. So if you have any questions regarding being an international student in Finland, we assure you that we can assist you about this or any inquiries that you have. So maybe we can start this webinar so our attendees can hear this exciting news and program related to education. So next slide, please. Yes, so let's just wait. All right. So again, happy Thursday, everyone. So it's almost the weekend, but we are here to guide you in your new chapter this coming May 2026. But first, who are we? So EduNation helps international students pursue their dreams in Europe. And our aim is to make studying abroad simple and accessible for everyone. Now, we are proud to say that we already help more than 5,000 students in 40 different nationalities in the world. So, next slide, please. So, are the figures that I have mentioned earlier. And of course, we are happy to have you aboard. So, this program may be the best way for you to be one of our students that we will be helping in order to pursue your dreams in Europe. So, next slide, please. Yes, so for today's webinar, we have these agendas that we will be discussing. So first, we will be walking you through on why Finland is an excellent place to study and the program details about the study offer, which is the vocational qualification and education and guidance at STEP Education. We will also give you a glimpse of student life in Finland, as Vasa mentioned earlier, and we will guide you on the application process. And again, we are open to any questions that you have. So please feel free to use the Q&A button or the chat box if you have any questions. Now, I hope everyone is excited and motivated to know about the details of our offering. But before that, maybe we can dive in on why studying in Finland is indeed world class, safe, and will give you happy life. Now, it's recognized worldwide, so our students are among the top academic performers and has the highest literacy in the world. So, as you have known, Finland is recognized as the happiest country in the world 8 times in a row. So, living here is something to add to your vision board this 2026. Next slide, please. So I have mentioned the name of the program earlier. But first, let's talk about vocational education top up in Finland. So these programs are designed for our students who already have a diploma or degree in a specific industry. For example, today we are discussing about education. Now, if you want to gain Finnish qualification in a shorter time, this program is best for you. So instead of studying longer, you will be building on meeting the Finnish and European standards for 12 to 18 months, depending on the field of your studies. Next slide, please. So
Wait, sorry, Lila.
okay, go ahead, Vasa.
Sorry, I wanted it came to my head the reason to study in Finland is maybe some of the students don't don't know some things yet. But if you can go back 2 slides, so one of the great reasons to study in Finland is the nature. There's clean air, clean water. You can drink water from the tap, and like I really noticed when I moved to Finland, I start breathing better. I don't cough as much anymore. And the nature, like it's really you can even find it in the city. You don't really have to go somewhere very far. And in this program today is actually located, the campus where it takes place is located in a very nice scenery next to a lake in the forest. So you'll be very close to nature. And I know it's important for some of you. Maybe you're living in very big cities and you're missing that. So that's very possible in Finland. So you can like swim in the lakes in the city. You can collect mushrooms, berries. Well, a bit further from roads, but you would be very close to nature. And now we can go back to checking the program. Thanks for
Okay.
giving me
Thank
some
you
time.
so much, Vasa. I'm pretty sure everyone is excited to experience the cleanliness and the safety of Finland. And of course, studying in a top-notch institution for a shorter period and already gaining qualification is indeed one of the goals. So again, we are excited to offer this program in partnership with STEP Education. So they are a leading vocational institute in southern Finland. So STEP serves around 3,500 students with 220 staff members. And it's in Jarvenpaa campus alone. They host 1,000 students and 100 staff members. So they are delivering diverse programs in collaboration with companies and the public sector. So they are known for the following. So they are a respected vocational education provider with strong labor market reputation. And they are the largest liberal adult education provider in the Nordic. So you know that you are in the perfect institution if you want to study as an educator. They're also private, multidisciplinary institution managed by the Church Resources Agency. And again, the location is in Järvenpää, close to Helsinki, and it has good local employment opportunities as well. So if you think this is the best school for you, let's know more about the program. So the program details, so the program name is Vocational Qualification in Education and Guidance. So the language of instruction is in Finnish, and the duration of this program is for 12 months or 1 year. So you will be starting your studies with us on May 4, 2026, and we are accepting applications until January 26. So make sure that after this webinar or once we show you the QR code for our application form, we will send your application right away. Now, for the program fees, it's 11,800 euro, and the Finnish language course fee is 545 euro. So good news for all of our attendees for today's webinar, we are offering an admin fee waiver. So you only need to submit your application and don't need to pay the 100 euro admin fee, as we are happy to evaluate your application afterwards. So here are the requirements. So applicants need an upper secondary diploma, education-related degree, or 2 years of daycare or early childhood work, clean criminal record, and to pass the Finnish A1.3 level that you will be taking before you start your studies in Finland. And you need to have the ability to study in English and Finnish. So the required documents are your diplomas, transcript, work certificates, passport, police clearance, and resume. Yes. So we already have some question that was answered, but please, if you have any question, please feel free to let us know. So we
We
have
have
a
more
question from,
questions in the chat.
yes, in the chat. So first from Jennifer. So is there an age limit for this? I am 46 years old. So Jennifer, we are happy to let you know that we are accepting students 46 years old. So it's okay if you apply with us. Yes. Okay, thank you so much, Vasa, for assisting Suraksha. Again, everyone, we are still open for any questions that you have. Now let's talk more about the opportunities after completing this program. So first, you can apply for a residence permit based on employment, and you can also request for an extension to look for work. And this qualification opens doors to careers as a children instructor, youth and community instructor, child carer, or even instructor for adults, and many more. So this is the best program for you if you want to gain a vocational qualification in education and guidance after completing it for 1 year. Now that's all for the program details. So I will hand it over to Basa. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the Q&A chat box, or you can also join the breakout room sessions earlier. So go ahead, Basa.
Thank you, Leila. Thanks for presenting the program. So I see we have many questions, but actually they're going to the chat. So I'd like to ask applicants if you could put your questions to Q&A because it might be easier for you to follow there. You will see when your question is answered, like specifically. But I'll go through the chat questions again that arrived. So yes, do we need to learn Finnish first? Yes, you don't need to know any Finnish language now, but education is always having online Finnish language course for these programs. And the online course is around 3 months, 3 to 4 months, and it reaches the level of we could go back to the slide of the program. I think it's A1.3. I think it is. Yes, I was right. Thank you. So the Finnish course will start in the zero level, and it will aim to it will like in the end the level that you will have if you pass is A1.3. So you don't need to know any Finnish now, but you need to join Education Finnish language course. So for um, again questions about age limit. So it's already been answered there in written form. Then there's a question: is it possible to work while studying? Yes, there is a working right. It is possible. However, I'm not saying that it will happen, and I will tell you more about that now. So let's see if yeah. So Lila, can you remind me about the age limit?
Yes, yes, Basa, sure. So I'm happy to share that we do not have any age limit here for the STEP education program. So as long as you are
Yes.
healthy and fit to study in Finland, you can apply here. But as long as you, of course, you are 18 years old and above and have the experience. We do not have any age limit for this program.
Yeah. So there was a question here. Someone was asking if they're 54 and they haven't been in work life for some time. But if they have worked before, then it's possible to apply. Yes, and for we have applicant who asked about like lower tuition fees and high school scores. So if you have, I recommend for that case to book a counseling session with us. And one other way how you can get the answers is stay until the end of the webinar. There's a question here: do Finnish universities or colleges recognize non-formal ESL teaching experience? So if you can tell us a little bit more about what is your work experience, we can help you tell whether it's enough for this program or not. Yeah, just a minute, one last question. Could you repeat when is the due date for applying? It's January 26th. And there's elaboration. I'll be graduating in April 2026 with Bachelor's of Early Childhood Education. Well, you know what? We will actually need to clarify this question with the institution. So it will be great if you can contact us and stay until in the end of the webinar, so we can take your contact details and get back to you. Just a moment. There's a question here. Sorry that we're late. Can you give a recap? If we can go one more time to the program details, I'll tell you a little bit about the program, but after that we have to go on with the webinar, so you can check it later For example, we will send you the slides. So the special program that we're presenting today in Finland is Education Guidance Top-Up. It's located in Järvenpää, and Järvenpää is just a little further from Helsinki. So it's a different city, but still it's connected to capital of Finland by public transport. And many people, for example, live in Järvenpää and work in Helsinki or the other way around. So it offers the best of both worlds, that you have busy capital nearby, but also you can enjoy some quiet life and nature. And start of study is May 4th. Any maybe Star Wars fans, they're excited to about the starting date, but that's the program. And you need to have certain experience before applying. So if you don't have any experience in the field, you cannot apply to this program, but you can apply to some other one with education. And for those who joined late, we will have counseling sessions in the end of this webinar. So if you can please stay until the end, and we'll assign you to a counseling session room. So that's the best time to answer your questions. Yeah, so we will now share some essential information that you need to know if you'd like to be a student in Finland. We're sharing this information to our students, and it takes multiple hourly meetings. So it's really impossible to tell everything in like 20 minutes that I have. I'll try to inform you. So when you apply for studies in Finland and you're accepted, you need to travel with a residence permit for studies. So you are allowed to work in paid employment if you have residence permit for studies in any field for an average of 30 hours per week. So it doesn't mean that you will have a job that's 30 hours per week. It means that if you do get a job, you have working right to accommodate it. So you don't have to worry whether if you get work, can you work or not. This work right is unlimited. It's not like it's not locked in a certain field. So a part-time job can be in any field. But of course, studies are the main priority. So you always should remember to focus on your studies first and to complete your program. It's very short anyway, so I suggest to take the best out of it. And for you to have comfortable life in Finland while you're a student, you need to prepare that you will have to collect the funds that you will need to present to the immigration. These funds are there to support your living, and you need to prepare that when you're a student, this 1 year you will be only spending money. So unless you have some maybe home income, maybe you have like some rental income, unless you have that when you're a student in Finland, you probably will be only spending the money. So you need to prepare for that because you're back to being a student. But for you to have, again, comfortable life, you need to take enough funds so you can truly enjoy your studies without worrying about, the money. We have provided estimated living costs in Finland. So you can take a screenshot. This is more than the immigration service recommends. So this should help you to plan how much funds do you need to take in Finland for living in Finland. Yes, so let's go to next slide. If you want, after a donation employee is connected to you, we can send you screenshot of this table. Yeah, now about residence permit type B. So this is a bit hard to explain from the very beginning. Maybe some of you are already knowledgeable in this, since you have researched being a student in Finland. In Finland, there are residence permit types A and B, and A is given to a higher education student, meaning bachelor's or master's, and B is given to everything else, like vocational education. So residence permit type B is the one that you're supposed to get according to the rules of immigration. However, it's not It's nothing bad. There are some limitations that I'll tell you about, but I have been living on a B permit for most of my life in Finland, and it didn't really affect me a lot. So the main difference is that with the B residence permit, the first year that you're in Finland, you're not entitled to permanent address automatically. Permanent address, it's like belonging to a municipality that you're eligible for certain, like for cheaper healthcare, for example, certain municipality benefits. However, your kids can still study in school in the same city. It doesn't affect that. It only affects that you can't get driver's license in Finland, but you can use your home country license here for 2 years, and you want to get cheaper healthcare until you get this permanent address. But you can get it after, at the longest after 1 year that you're in Finland, or shorter if you or your spouse gets part-time job. But for that to happen, your residence permit must be valid for 365 days, and this program duration is 1 year. So if you apply properly, you should be able to get 1 year, not less. Uh, yeah. So in this program, you will not have permanent address by default, but you will be able to get it later. And we have a question about studies here. What are class timings? Yeah, we didn't provide you sample schedule, but classes usually happen from between 8 or 9 a.m. to 4 to 5 p.m. in the evening, so daytime. Also, there's certain thing called on the job training, is when you train in actual employer places. So there, the training hours, they depend on the open hours of the daycare. Yes, it happens from Monday to Friday, but again, on the job learning could happen on weekend too. The actual theory studies don't happen on weekends. So you remember, I mentioned, and Lila mentioned that if you have family, they can also watch this webinar. Yes, thank you for the question. Can we bring family? Yes, it is possible. Um, so sorry, I'm a Finnish person. I need to drink some coffee. In Finland, we drink a lot of coffee. So I'll just text him. Yeah. So if you want to move to Finland with your family, as of now, it's possible for your family members to apply for residence permit and family ties if you are a student. Your spouses would enjoy unlimited working right. Again, it doesn't mean that they get full-time work. It means that they can work in any job if they get it. And there's mostly free education for children. And that I think is a really good benefit. Um, for example, for daycare, it's not free, but it costs from 0 to 400 euro. And I know that's way cheaper than in some of your home countries. And the daycares are really good quality. Basic education is free from 9 to 15 years old. So usually kids sometimes like it even more in Finland than their parents. Well, usually because our students are the parents and the programs are really intense. Yeah, so if you want to come with your family, you need to present more funds, of course, it's more responsibility. For one student, you need to have 9,800 euro. And for a family of three, I think it already reaches 2,430. So as you see, you need more resources. And of course, it's understandable because it's higher responsibility and more expenses. But if we go to next slide, we can see like what family members are considered eligible for a family residence permit. So only direct family members are eligible for the residence permit, meaning your spouse and your children or registered partner. So unfortunately, if you wanted to come with your parents or siblings or cousins, they can't apply for a family permit, or your children who are over 18. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Uh, if they want to come with you, they can apply to this program as well, or any other program that we have. we had multiple times that we would have classmates who are like father and son or sisters-in-law. Like just recently we had our like aunt and nephew. So yeah, if your family who's not spouse or children want to come to Finland as well, it's possible. You could even be classmates. Yeah, a direct family, again, spouse and children under 18. So let's see what we have next. And if you're excited about coming to Finland, potentially with your family, can you put some reactions to us so we see that you're still there? I don't see reactions. Ah, I see one. So someone is still awake. Thank you for that. Yeah, but we're reaching soon the most exciting part of those webinars, which are counseling with our designated counselors. They are here, they're waiting for you. But as you remember, I mentioned you need to have more funds with you, and it's here on the screen. So you need to actually, for Järvenpää, it's a little bit less, but still, since it's so close to Helsinki, we even provided you the Helsinki requirement. Because in Finland, it depends on which city you're going. The amount of funds varies. Yeah. So this is the Helsinki requirement. It's a little bit higher, but we think it's appropriate. Yeah. So if you have bigger family, we can calculate the amount for you. But this is the example of like family of three with one kid. I see someone put Myla. Thank you for the heart in the chat. Let's see what we have next. So this is not about the slide, but we actually now have students in Finland and they have started last April. They are really enjoying the program. I see their Facebook posts of like some Christmas parties and they're very connected with the teacher and they're really growing professionally by gaining this experience in the program. Now about mandatory health insurance. So as a student in Finland, you'll be required to present health insurance and we recommend you Swiss Care. And one important thing is that your family members should get it too if they come to Finland. So as you see, we really want to show you all the information that will be useful for you in Finland. For example, why I'm showing the insurance for the family members is because if you don't get it, you can get very expensive medical costs if something happens. And we don't want that to happen to you. And if you become our student, there will be more information like this. So yeah, and that will be included. So we let's say we will have orientations like this. They are included. They are free. I believe now we have here information about how to apply. So if you're really excited about the program and you want to apply, so first step is that you gather and submit your necessary documents. But then, Leela, do you want to share more as you are the admission? You're head of admissions team, so you're the expert here.
Yes, sure, Vasa. Thank you. So for the first step, so gather and submit necessary documents or scanned copy of, let's say, your high school transcript of records, diploma, any educational related transcript of records or diploma that you have, your passport, your resume, and then any work certificates and police clearance if available. And then you can also scan the QR code here to fill in the application form, or you can visit our website at edunation.co and click the apply now button there. So you will be directed to our application form. Now, please complete the documents, or even if it's not completed, it's okay as well. So you can submit your application and just scan the QR code here. And if you have any questions later on regarding the documents or qualifications that you have, you can reach out to our or join the breakout room sessions that we have in a bit. So yes, I think I will join the breakout room sessions to assist our students. Maybe you can take over, Basa.
Yeah, thank you, Leela. And I'll share these links to chat now if somehow you can't access them on the screen. So just a moment. You'll be able to copy them. So here's the application form. And if you want the counseling session later, if you're not staying, but the easiest way is to stay, you can contact our counseling email. And I'll try to find you one more link, but I'll send it in the chat later. But anyway, how the breakout rooms work. So we will make breakout rooms. You will see them as Zoom participant. You will see the name of the counselor and language that they're speaking. For example, now we have 6 rooms. uh, I don't see the names, but most importantly is language. All our counselors, they're great. Um, we have a lot of Tagalog here. So if you're speaking Tagalog, if you're from the Philippines, you can join there. We have Burmese, we have Vietnamese, and just English. If you want, I can consider you Finnish, but maybe not yet. So yeah, please join the rooms. So don't stay in the actual webinar. Just join the rooms because you'll get individual counseling. Like we can even check your documents. We can even show you how to apply. You can even submit your application now. So yeah, so that's how they work. Meanwhile, I'll be checking whether like if you have any questions but you don't want to go to breakout room, that's also okay. You can send a question to Q&A and I will answer it from there. Just maybe don't use the chat anymore because it might be hard to find the answer there. Just use Q&A box. Yes. So I will also be going to the breakout room. See you there.